Now let's send it to Doris.
Man, Parsons, damn.
Well, Dwight Howard, of course, signing with Houston last season, he felt the Rockets gave him the best chance to win, saying, "This is a great spot for me, a great town, a great organization. All these young guys are ready, and they were missing one piece. All I've got to do is win now. I'm in the right situation." Kevin, certainly no misgivings on leaving L.A.
The Rockets with an exciting team, Doris. Thanks. Timeout called the Lakers.
Patrick Beverley is absolutely a hound dog defensively. He's got so much pit bull in him and how he goes about defending people at that guard spot. He's not a big playmaker or scorer. He's basically a three-point shooter and a defensive specialist.
Ed Davis is checked in for Robert Sacre. Nelson outside. He feeds it to Bryant. Rebounded by Howard.
That's so fake.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Jones with the screen on Nelson. And Beverly kicks to Terry. Howard. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
Well, Dwight Howard, one of the more criticized stars over the past few seasons. He says he's motivated by his critics, and he's had more than a few. Howard, playing with a chip on his shoulder, he feels he has a lot to prove.
And again, no good by the Lakers. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Terry dishes to Beverly. Howard with it. Picked up by Davis. Howard in the post. Davis is on it. And it's slammed in by Howard.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And for Dwight in Orlando, I think he might have done some things differently, but Los Angeles was a tough situation, not really of his making. That was created by external forces, I think. And once he did decide to leave, it got worse and really was beyond his control in many ways. His toughness was questioned, his basketball IQ kind of became a personal attack on him, which wasn't quite fair. A little bit, I can understand why he might hold a grudge.
Terry, that's a 2. And Houston again with the bucket.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Nelson kicks to Davis. Pass to Parsons. Inside. And Kobe the bucket with the assist from Parsons. Bryant's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. And for Dwight Howard, there are always going to be ruffled feathers when you leave a city behind. Certainly, that was the case in Orlando and Los Angeles.
Yeah, and there may have been some indecision as well that led to that media frenzy. The story just wouldn't go away. But I think in the end, he ended up exactly where he needed to be, with an up-and-coming team, in a good city, in a comfortable environment with a good young talent base around him.
Here's Randall. Terrence Jones making his last shot. And he gets the bucket. That's now 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Here's Canaan.
Look how I'm sliding.
Rebounded by the Lakers. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Davis with a screen on Howard. Kobe attacking. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
And the call will be against Jameer Nelson. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Harden comes in for Jason Terry. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Isaiah Cannon. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Can't connect from short range. Nelson outside. Throws it up high. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. He doesn't get the second one. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Lakers ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
That was fun watching him in the first half, just breaking out the entire arsenal of post moves.
Yeah, I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve, and he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch here.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. And it's Ariza in the small forward position. Clock at 6. Davis kicks to Nelson. Misses the 3. Rockets trail.
Well, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starters.
Now here's Beverly. Harden the pass to Ariza. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
As you said, Clark, Rockets did well against the rest of the conference and really didn't have a deep rotation.
Usually that can catch up to a team, but the Rockets starters were able to stay healthy and log big minutes last year, and it's why they nabbed that 4th seed in the West.
Back to Bryant. Pass to Nelson. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Stolen by Beverly.
Man, passes right there.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden right side. For the lead. Blocked. They recover it. Kicks it to Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Now, here is Nelson. Nelson with another miss.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
Kobe against Harden. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Harden's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets. Clark, 3rd quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
Now, here is Nelson. Parsons dishes to Nelson. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
Beverly with the ball. Picked up by Kobe.
Come on, man. Why do y'all do this bullshit?
Rebound the Lakers.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Back to Nelson. The dish to Davis. Feeds it to Parsons. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Parsons got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Here's Howard. And it's in off the
I know
backboard.
for a fact I got double team coming on. Really.
Howard's
Nobody
got 12.
showed up.
LA is getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Nelson kicks to Bryant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Kobe Bryant last season for the first time introducing high tops as his custom basketball shoes, looking to provide a little more support for that injured Achilles.
And Kobe had been wearing ultra-low tops. Do you think that contributed Clark at all to his Achilles injury?
No, I won't point to that. An Achilles injury is a freak injury. I mean, it can happen any number of ways. It's just a freak thing, in my opinion.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
A lot of times when a great player hangs it up, they take some time to find themselves or just relax. But Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. Not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
Both good from the line that time. And Clark, for Kobe in his post-playing career, you have to think he would like to stay involved with the Lakers on some level, given that he has spent his whole career, really his most formative years with the organization.
You know, that could be true, Kevin, from a front office standpoint, but if he wants to try his hand at coaching, he might have to be open to moving around for a little bit.
Nelson kicks to Kobe. Passes it to Davis. Parsons attacking. And he goes in for the dunk. This game going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
And you know, frustrated Steve is over.
Well, I just, you know what, Kev?
Just,
Come on, Kev. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
now here's Kobe. He's got 10. Bryant is doubled for the lead. Out to Nelson. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Howard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now, here is Harden. 14 points for him. The Rockets with another miss. In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he says as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. Oh, man, what a play. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair.
dude playing zone
in a close
defense,
game,
you know he
the
can't hit
important
shots
thing
from
is
both
the
ends.
2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
There's the feed to Howard. It's stolen by Davis. Parsons pass.